Something else I never thought I'd be able to admit is that I was feeling sorry for myself. Again, this is something other people did, not me. I was a partner in a business where I'd never felt like I was, well, there wasn't a team, but I'd never been treated as an equal. I was always like an also-ran. The way that my partner spoke to other people about me, I was an also-ran. I'd lost control of myself, and I couldn't control them, and I didn't like it. I'd disintegrated as a personality, and when we disintegrate, we become unhealthy, we become unhappy, and we don't know what to do about it. That then becomes frustrating. When we are stressed like that, as I've said many times, our brain lacks coherence. It breaks up into its constituent parts as opposed to working as a whole, which means that we aren't coherent. We find it extremely difficult to make the simplest choices, decisions that help us in life. I'd done nothing constructive to address the issues in my life with my business partners. Nothing at all. I was fighting them. My life felt every day was a battle. We are not designed to live under the hormones of stress, chronically stressed. It eventually can and will cause disease. We find it very difficult to see a way out of it because we find it very difficult to make these choices and to accept we must change. I recently saw a comment. I understand now it was the alcohol that was the issue in my life. It wasn't me. But I said, well, I disagree with that because certainly in my experience, my relationship with alcohol was never good. And the amount I was consuming was never going to be good and never going to be helpful. It can never be helpful. But the relationship I had with myself and the other people in my life was always going to be a huge issue, even if I stopped consuming alcohol. I think we must address those issues if we are to create a better life for ourselves where we will find contentment. Making the choice to change that relationship, firstly with ourselves, then the alcohol. And what we find, I think, is when we do change the relationship with ourselves, we look at alcohol differently anyway because we change our perception of life. So the way we deal with life changes also. We can deal with who my business partners in my mind were a pair of clowns that could do whatever they wanted to do in life whilst they pointed fingers at me for doing what I was doing. Well, when you're in an environment like that where you're all blaming each other, you're not going to move forward and it's detrimental to the business. We can change if we want to. It's important we change our relationship with whatever we are overing, particularly alcohol, because there can never be a good result with alcohol. But I think of primary importance is this relationship with ourselves and life.